Hello and welcome to Study with Sri. Here I am discussing Indian Polity by M.Laxmikant chapter wise. In previous video I have covered Attorney General of India. Now moving forward to the Advocate General of the state. The Constitution under Article 165 has provided for the office of Advocate General for the states. And the Constitution under Article 76 has provided for the office of Attorney General of India. Advocate General of State is the highest law officer in the state, as Attorney General of India is the highest law officer in India. Thus, he corresponds to the Attorney General of India. Next, the appointment and term of Advocate General of State. So, Advocate General is appointed by the Governor. He must be a person who is qualified to be appointed as a judge of High Court. Very important. Like Attorney General must be a person who is qualified to be appointed a judge of Supreme Court. Advocate General of State must be a person who is qualified to be appointed a judge of High Court. In other words, he must be a citizen of India and must have held a judicial office. That is, judicial office means an office within the judicial service of the state. So, he must have held a judicial office for 10 years, very important, for 10 years, or been an advocate of High Court for 10 years. So, unlike the Supreme Court, the Constitution makes no provision for appointment of an eminent jurist as a judge of High Court. Clear? Next is the term of office of Advocate General, like Attorney General, is not fixed by the Constitution, and the Constitution does not contain the procedure and grounds for his removal, same as Attorney General of India. He holds office during the pleasure of the Governor. So who appoint Advocate General of State? Governor. So he holds office during the pleasure of Governor, like Attorney General of India holds office during the pleasure of President. Next is, this means that he may be removed by the Governor at any time. He may also quit his office by submitting his resignation to the Governor. Very important. Advocate General of State give his resignation letter to the Governor. Attorney General of India give his resignation letter to the President. Conventionally, he resigns when the government, that is Council of Ministers, resigns or is replaced as he is appointed on its advice. Next, the remuneration of Advocate General is not fixed by the Constitution, same as Attorney General of India. Remuneration of Advocate General and Attorney General is not fixed by the Constitution. Very important. He receives such remuneration as the Governor may determine. In case of Attorney General of India, the remuneration is decided by the President. But in case of Advocate General of State, he receives such remuneration as the Governor may determine. Next is the duties and function of Advocate General of State. As the chief law officer of the government in the state, the duties of Advocate General include: he will give advice to the government of the state upon such legal matters which are referred to him by the Governor. Very important that he give advice to the government of the state. Government of state को वो advice देते हैं upon such legal matters which are referred to him by the Governor. Okay, same as Attorney General, here by the Governor. Next is to perform such other duties of a legal character that are assigned to him by the Governor. Next, to discharge the function conferred on him by the Constitution or any other law. So, Attorney General of India and Advocate General of India's function is same. Advocate General is for state. So, here you mention the Governor, and in case of Attorney General of India, mention the President. And otherwise, all are same. Next is, in the performance of his official duties, the Advocate General is entitled to appear before any court of law within the state. Very important. In performance of his official duties, the Advocate General is entitled to appear before any court of law within the state. Further, he has right to speak, to take part in proceeding of both houses of state legislature. In case of Attorney General, He has right to speak and take part of proceeding of both houses of parliament. Here Advocate General of State, so state legislature or any committee of the state legislature of which he may be named a member, but without a right to vote, same as Attorney General of India. He also does not have the right to vote. Next, he enjoys all privileges and immunities that are available to a member of state legislature. Okay, so Advocate General of State enjoys all privileges and immunities that are available to a member of state legislature. Next, so articles related to the Advocate General of State. 165 mentioned the Advocate General of the state. 177 mentioned the rights of Advocate General as respect the houses of state legislature and the committee. 177 mentioned right of Advocate General as respect the houses of state legislature and its committee. 194 mentioned as the powers, privileges and immunities of Advocate General. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next video.